Still doing the digital magazine.
Really, that looks like a lot of work.
Too much. Yeah.
Well, that's the way it is. Which are the activities that you normally do with that magazine? You have the magazine printed, or
No, this is going to be a digital magazine. It has like a lot of links and video and audios about all about the Asian culture. We're going to talk Japan, China, Indonesia, Thailand, Singapore, Hong Kong, and Vietnam.
okay? How would you say? Voy a hacer que aparezcan países como Japón using the form I am going to have these countries appear in the magazine.
I'm going to have
Japan,
uh, China,
China,
Thailand,
Ireland,
Indonesia,
Indonesia,
mm,
maybe
Vietnam,
Singapore, Vietnam,
Singapore, Vietnam, Hong Kong. Eh.
appear in the magazine. So you're gonna have these countries appear. But let's see if you can read it and make sense of this grammatical construction, Mitch, please.
I'm going to have Japan, China, Thailand, Indonesia, Vietnam, Singapore, and Hong Kong appear in the magazine.
Very good. So it's difficult to translate this to Spanish because it would sound like voy a tener a Japón, Indonesia a que aparezcan. That doesn't sound very well. Although it's correct, but you can say I'm gonna have voy a hacer que aparezcan Japón, China, Tailandia, Indonesia, Vietnam en la revista, right? Uh, there are other ways to there are other examples to have this structure. For example, how do you say voy a hacer que me reparen mi coche?
I'm going to have my car fixed.
Repair or fixed? I'm gonna have my car fixed. Yes, both are correct. Repaired, fixed. Very good, Mitch. This is quite common in English, but it's very, you don't see this ever in Spanish. How do you say, Mickey va a hacer que le inspeccionen su página web? How would you say that?
Mickey is going to have his website what inspected.
Inspected. Yes, exactly. So, what would this be in Spanish, Mitch?
A Mickey le harán inspección a su página web.
Exactly, very well. Mickey's gonna have his website inspected. Uh, how would you say? uh, vamos a tener nuestra tarea revisada por Miss Lupita.
We're going to have or
Or let's say nuestra revista digital.
we're going to have our digital magazine checked by Miss Lupita.
Okay. Can you read it again, please?
We are going to have our digital magazine checked by Miss Lupita.
How would that be in Spanish? Very good, Mitch. Thanks.
Eh, la maestra Lupita nos checará nuestra revista digital.
Excellent, perfect. Can you do a similar sentence using the have? We're going to have this checked. We're going to have that inspected, revised. For example, mm, vamos a tener, esperamos tener más de 1,000 gentes suscritas a nuestra revista.
We hope to have more than 1,000 subscribers in our.
Okay, 1000 subscribers is also correct. Vamos a tener más de 1000 gentes suscritas to our digital magazine. Can you read it? It's a
We
slightly
have
different.
to have more than 1,000 people subscribe to our digital magazine.
Yes. How do you like this grammatical construction, Mitch? How is it common or different from what we have seen?
Can you repeat the question?
Yeah. Is how do you like this grammatical construction? Is it similar or different to what we have seen? And I'm referring to the four sentences here. This
Similar,
is, they're similar in a way.
just with the thing, with the verb going and hope.
Yeah. So I'm gonna have my car repaired. Okay, now let's do something. You're gonna have someone do something. That's another way to express it. Have something, someone do something. So I am going to have then someone do something. For example, I am going to have Lupita, Señora Jose, clean the language center. Can you read that, please, Mitch?
I'm going to have Senora Jose clean the language center.
Could you do a similar sentence in which you're going to have someone or you're going to ask someone to do something, please?
Um, I'm going to have um, Carla to
Carla, help,
help pay
help, pay,
the magazine.
help, pay for the magazine. I'm going to have Carla help to pay, help to pay for the magazine. Can you read it again, please?
I'm going to have Carla help to pay for the magazine.
Very good, excellent. Let me welcome Mickey. Mickey, hello, how are you today?
Hi, teacher. I'm good, thank you. And you?
Fine too, thank you very much. We are reinforcing the topic of yesterday quite again, just a little bit to
Mm-hmm.
clarify it, but Mitch is doing very well. Do you remember the expression going to have someone do something? Or the other is I'm going to have my car fixed?
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Car fixed. Well, that's what we did yesterday. We were just doing a quick review before we went into the next topic.
Okay.
So, you're doing very well, Mitch. Thank you. Let's just move on then. And now we're going to have some exercises here. So this is what we did yesterday, and then we're going to do exercise G. Can you guys do G, please? Who wants to do it? The first one, please.
Yeah.
Hmm?
Mm, she asked me why I was thinking of quitting the gym. Um,
Why?
why she?
Why are you?
Were you asking me?
No, she asked me. So, ¿por qué estás dejando el gimnasio? Ella me preguntó.
Ah, okay. Why are you quitting the gym?
The gym.
Mhm.
Mm, Who asked? She asked me. She asked me. You agree with this?
Yes.
Can you read it again, Mitch, please?
Uh, why are you quitting the gym? She asked me why.
Excellent. Mickey, can you do number 2, please?
Yes, teacher. He asked her what the difference was between a refugee and an asylum seeker. Mm, what's the difference?
Yes. Between
A refugee and an asylum seeker? He asked me.
seeker. He asked her, right? So he asked
Yeah,
her.
yeah.
He asked her. Right, so this is it. He asked her,
Mhm.
what is the difference between a refugee and an asylum seeker? What is the difference actually? Do you know?
Asylum seeker is when someone of another country leaves their country to move to another country,
Yes,
or
exactly.
searching asylum.
Searching asylum for political or any reasons, right?
Yeah.
Can be political reasons. And what is a refugee?
Mm, a refugee is when someone is like forced to leave their country.
No, a refugee is someone who is already with protection,
Ah, okay.
refugiado, right? You
Mm,
are a refugee if you are already given protection. Somebody already gave you protection. So you are already protection, whereas an asylum seeker is still looking for protection. He is unprotected. A refugee is protected. Refugiado, he is under refuge. Está refugiado, he's with protection. And an asylum seeker, he has no protection. He's just looking for protection, right? So it's a difference in time, right? It's like when you are already a tenant, when you have a house, you rent a house where you are a tenant. But when you are a rent seeker, when you are looking for a rent, well, you still don't have the rent, you still don't have the house, right?
yeah.
Okay. So number 3, who wants to do it? Mitch, Mickey?
Me.
That it's Mitch's turn.
They ask us how we have got on with Peter 3 days before. Uh, how you had got on
Yes.
with
Have
Peter?
you got on with Peter?
They ask us 3 days before.
They asked us 3 days ago.
Ah, okay.
That happened 3 days ago. So the day they asked us is 3 days before, right? They asked us how we had gone on with Peter 3 days before. Very good, Mitch. Thank you. Mickey, can you do number 4?
Mhm. I asked them when they had last been on holiday. Mm, when have they?
Have you, I asked them, when have you? I
Yeah.
asked them, right? When have you
When have
last
you last been on holiday?
holiday? Who asks who?
Uh, I asked them.
Exactly. I asked them. Perfect. Very good, Mickey. The next one, Mitch, please.
Mm, she asked him which of them he preferred. Um, which of them you prefer? She asked him.
Perfect. Excellent. Very good job. Thank you, Mitch. Number 7, Mickey, please.
Mhm. I asked you, you were going to get to Manchester tomorrow. Uh, how? How are you going to get to Manchester tomorrow?
Tomorrow. Who asked
Um,
who?
I asked you.
Yes, I asked you. Very good. Exactly. Number 7, Mitch, please.
Carl asked Megan who she had been out with the weekend before. Who you have been out?
Who were you out with?
Uh, were you out with? Carl asked Megan the a weekend ago.
Wh- Who were you out with last week?
Uh,
Who asked who?
Carl asked Megan.
Very good. Can you read it all again, please, Mitch?
Who were you out with last week, Carl and Megan?
Very good. Excellent. Uh, okay, now they're arguing.
Mm,
Now the conversation is becoming funny. Okay, number 8.
Megan asked Carl what gave him the right to ask questions like that. Um, what gave him?
What gave you? Because she's
Gave
asking,
you? What gave you the right to ask questions like that?
what gave you the right to ask questions like this? Maybe right because you changed the reference, right?
Yeah.
Like this. Like actually, it's plural, right?
Megan.
Like this.
Yeah, like this.
Oh, wait. That like no, because that is singular, Mickey. So maybe it's this. I'm
This.
sorry. You're right. Yes. Like this. Who asks who?
Megan asked Carl.
Yeah, maybe Carl thought that he had some rights to Megan, right?
my God.
And what would you say, Mickey or Mitch? Are they already fighting or quarreling?
Mm,
Maybe Carl is jealous, or what do you think? What is going on here?
maybe. Well, depends if they are friends or brothers or boyfriends. Well, maybe in a context, Carl could be a word for Megan, but if they are just friends and Carl wants something with Megan, it's like Megan, what gave you the right to ask questions like those?
Yeah, but I don't know if the answer is a bit rude or. I mean, she could answer jokingly something like, "Yes." For example, somebody in the school, the kids or the teachers ask me, "Teacher, uh, teacher, and do you have a wife?" They ask me this question very often. Do you have a wife? And of course, I can tell them. I tell the students this thing. I tell them students, you should buy in next June, the famous book, The Private Life of Professor Pacheco. Right?
Yeah.
That's what I do. I use humor. And with teachers, I tell them, let me guess, FBI.
Mhm.
So I and I have fun, right? and I don't answer, of course. But in either way, I have fun, and I don't need to be rude. I could ask, I could tell them, look, whatever, right? But and so in this case, yeah, maybe it's not Carl's business, or maybe she. But I think she could give another answer. Maybe what would be a humorous or funny answer, Mickey? How would you answer Carl, or you, Mitch? How would you answer Carl if you would use humor, a little bit of humor? Maybe I can tell you, but it is going to cost you. Right? I mean, why not use humor? I think I can tell, but it's going to cost you maybe $100. What do you think of this answer? Oh, they got disconnected. I think Mitch and Mickey got disconnected. Let me see if everything is okay. I'm going to write them. What's up here? Mitch, Mickey, Mitch, Mickey. You got disconnected. You got disconnected. I think they got disconnected. Well, Mickey's back. No, he's not back. I don't know what is going on. But it looks like they got disconnected. Maybe it started to rain. Well, the issue here is when there's a question of this nature, I always use humor because I think humor is the best way to come out of a funny situation, or not annoying, to an uncomfortable situation, or to a little bit invasive question. You can always avoid it with humor. But of course, that is what I think. I believe something happened because they are not answering the phone. Well, I'm gonna pause the broadcast. I don't know if I can. Let's see. If I come out of the broadcast too. Mickey is writing. Mickey's writing. Apparently, he got the message. Oops. They are quite curious. Curious. Quite, they are curious. Let's see if they come back. Mitch and Mickey are coming back, I guess. Oh, let's see. Well, looks like oh, here's Mitch. Hello, Mitch. You're
I
back.
Yeah, something funny happened. I didn't realize the kitten, Cleo, was playing in the wires. Yes, and she moved the one that it's connect to the internet, and she pressed the switch to
Yes.
the off and on, and yeah, and everyone said, "What happened?" No, but she was. Now she's asleep in the floor.
Oh, very good. She fell asleep.
Yes.
Is maybe what Mickey was thinking, that maybe the cat it was playing with the cables, with the wires.
Yeah.
We're back,
Well,
teacher. Sorry.
no, it's okay. No, I understand that happens. I sometimes the culture tell us that a question may be inappropriate. For example, one day some British ladies came to Mexico, to Irapuato, and started to work in the school where I was teaching a long time ago. So we went out for lunch, and one of the girls, a girl from London, very smart but a bit weird, or maybe she thought I was weird, right? She started to to chat, to tell us about her life. And you know, the British are very reserved at times. So we went out, the three of us went out for a cup of coffee to get together to understand how we were working, to socialize a little bit. And then at what point in time I said, are you from London? Are you from London? She says, yes. Why? Yes, why? Well, because you have a very nice accent. Because I had noticed that she had spoken in French the day before. I said to her, and I think you speak French, don't you? I said this, I think you speak French, don't you? And then she got upset and said, what is this? A trial? Like,
Oh.
Mhm.
she made this comment, and I says, well, I guess you're not supposed to be asking questions, or at least two questions is too many with a British lady.
Yeah.
One is the most you can ask, two is already too many. So she felt like she was being prosecuted or harassed or something. What is this, a trial? I says, no, no, I'm sorry. I didn't know that I could ask only one question. I made that joke, and then she laughed. But then, and then she says, "Oh, I'm sorry. What happens is that we're very reserved in England, and we know that Mexicans are this and that." Okay, don't worry. But it's more or less the same kind of answer here, right? What gives you the right to ask questions like that? So it's funny. That's all my comments.
Yeah. It's also could be. We don't know the tone voice. For example, Megan and Carl use in this case. Maybe
That's true.
Carl could be could was who were you out with last week, or who were you out with last week, or Megan could be what gave you the right to ask question like this, like this, or what gave you the right to ask question like this? We don't know.
That's absolutely true, Mitch. I give you total sympathy on that. Yes, it is very difficult to know the exact meaning if we don't hear the tone of the voice, because that
Mhm.
gives a lot of information too. So yes, well, that's a very well taken comment.
Yeah.
Well, let's continue with this other exercise, which is very interesting. It has some words that I think you already know. I think you know all of them. Let's take a look anyways. Agree, you know what that is, right?
Yeah.
Apologize.
Mhm.
Remember that in the United Kingdom, many of the verbs that are with S in British English, in the American English, they are used with Z. Like apologize is with Z in English in the US, whereas in Britain, it is apologize with S. It's just a small comment. Ask,
Mhm.
claim,
Mhm.
okay. Deny. What is deny?
Mm, it's like refuse something or negar
Say
algo.
yes. Say no. Say no. You took the candies? No, I didn't. He denied having taken the candies. He said no, right? Denied. Negar. which is though is not exactly the same as refuse, right? What is refuse?
Mm,
Refuse is the opposite of what word?
like rechazar.
Exactly, that's what it is. Rechazar. State. What is state? He stated or she stated that she loved music. She stated, she made an affirmation, she made a statement, afirmación, right?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, suggest and tell, well, we know those. All right, so let's see the first one. What is the first word? If you want,
If you want, uh,
maybe to what? If you want
to ask me,
to ask me a question, yes. Can you read the complete sentence,
if you
Mickey?
want to ask me a question, put your hand up.
Very good, excellent. Number two, Mitch, you want to try, please?
Eh, I very. I order.
I have order is ahora repetir. I have
I have ordered. Order
ordenado, he pedido,
or
maybe
claim.
claimed or state, right? Claimed,
What means a state as a verb?
afirmar.
Oh.
It comes from statement,
Mhm.
afirmación. Right? I have stated, or which looks better, stated or I have claimed.
Claim it was like reclamar.
That's complain or claimed. I think state is better. You're right. Stated, stated. I have stated very clearly. Let's read it all, Mitch, please.
I have stated very clearly several times already that this government is not uh, going to be blackmailed by terrorists.
Excellent. Very good. The general now is the one that you had said. Give an order. The general,
Mm, mm, gift.
uh, but
Oh
what
yeah,
is
no, it's not. Tell.
tell? Told the soldiers to retreat. More than order, which is stronger, Mickey?
Yeah.
Maybe order, right?
Mm-hmm.
Tell or told, I think is also possible, but order is more is stronger. So I believe it's more appropriate in this case.
The general ordered.
Ordered. Let's read the complete sentence, please.
The general ordered the soldiers to retreat, which they did as quickly as they could.
Excellent. Very good. Now, Isabel.
Isabel suggest.
But it's a command. It's like, platícame o dime la historia de la jirafa.
Uh, uh, I could say tell, but
Tell me.
I don't see it. Tell me that.
Yeah, that is correct. Tell me. Yeah, that's perfect. Can you read the complete sentence, Mitch, please?
Uh, Isabel, tell me the story about the giraffe. I love the story. It also could be suggest, right? In other contexts.
Suggested that story about the giraffe. I love. Yeah, but you could say suggested that story about the giraffe. But then I love that story. Like it's not making too much sense. And with tell me, why do you want me to tell? Why do you want me to tell you that story? Oh, because I love the story. So Isabel, tell me the story. Yeah, I think it makes sense to say tell. Don't you think, Mitch?
Yes.
All right. Then number 5, Mickey, please.
Yes, teacher. Glenda still. Mm,
Maybe.
apologize?
But still has apologized or has not apologized?
Still has not apologized to me for losing my CD player.
I'm going to use Z, more akin to the American English, although in British English is with S. So can you read it again, Mickey, please?
Glenda still hasn't apologized to me for losing my CD player.
Very good. And then let's do number 6. If
You you will suggest.
to cooperate with the police, it's not
Deny.
deny is negar, and
Uh-huh.
rehusar is refuse.
Uh, it's not almost the same.
Deny is negar.
Uh-huh.
For example, deny, I say, deny. Mitch, uh, I think you ate the cookies. Do you affirm or do you deny that? Do you accept it or do you deny it? Did you eat the cookies? You probably will say, no, I didn't. So
Then deny.
I deny, lo negué, right? And refuse is somebody makes you an invitation. Mickey tells you, Mitch, do you want to watch um, the Night of the Vampires? Vampires, and you say, no, thank you, Mickey. So you refuse. In one thing, you deny. In the first sentence, you deny, and in the second, you refuse. Refuse is you refuse an invitation, and deny is you negate a statement. So they are a little bit different. So in this case, you cooperate, you accept, you refuse. If you
You refuse.
refuse, but is it affirmative, negative? Is it first, second, or third conditional? You had not. If you had refused to cooperate with the police, you would have been in big trouble. Si hubieras rehusado cooperar con la policía, right? Do you agree?
Yeah.
Okay, let's read it then, please.
If you had refused to cooperate with the police, you would have been in big trouble.
Excellent. Very good. Thank you. So, number 7, Mickey, please.
Yes, teacher. I'd like. mm, suggest.
Yeah, to suggest.
I'd like to suggest waiting a few more days before we make a final decision.
Very good. Excellent. And now we have claim, deny, or agree. Which one is the next one, Mitch? Number 8. The politician
Politician denied
denied, yes,
denied
denied
having done anything wrong despite the evidence against him.
What is despite?
A pesar.
Yes, exactly. Very good. Now let's do the last two, please. Agree and claim.
Um,
I
I claim.
acepté ayudarte. What is aceptar? O estuve de acuerdo en ayudarte.
I agree.
Agreed, yes.
I agreed to help you with your homework. Not do it all for you.
Not do it all for you, right? It was just help. No, was not to do the homework, the whole homework myself.
Yeah, yeah.
All right. And now let's do number 10, please. Some thieves.
Some thieves claimed to be electricity meter readers so they can gain access to the people's houses.
Yes. Hello. Can I check your meter? What's wrong with the meter? I am an electricity meter reader, so I need to check if the electricity is okay. Oh yes, go. So they get access to the houses and then they steal something, right? That's the old trick. Very good. Which of these exercises did you think was the easiest and which one was the most difficult?
Eh, the easiest one was the eighth because the politicians tend to deny everything.
Okay, so this was the easiest one. And which one's the hardest or the most difficult one?
Maybe state because I never used it before.
This is the first time you use this verb?
Yes.
Okay, let's do some examples. Mitch, make a strong statement, Mitch. Something that you are totally convinced of. Mitch stated
Hmm,
that
that Cleo is a girl
the what?
or Kitten is a girl.
Girl. Okay, this is not figurative. Mitch stated that their kitten, right? The kitten is a girl. We put girl in quotation marks. That's a strong statement. You are totally convinced, so you say stated, made the strong affirmation. Very good. What do you state, Mickey? What is one of your statements in life?
One of my state is like an affirmation, right?
But a strong affirmation, you are convinced of it.
That if you really put effort on something, at the end, you're gonna achieve it.
Okay. If you make an effort or make a strong effort, if you really make a strong, let's put a strong effort, right? On anything or on something, did you say?
Yeah, on something.
You are going to achieve it sooner or later, and I fully agree. Okay, so a statement is a strong affirmation. You are totally convinced of what you're saying. Okay, well, let's talk about some statements, which are famous statements from politicians. Can you look up in internet, Mickey, famous statements from politicians? or not necessarily politicians, from philosophers, from scientists, from famous people, from celebrities, famous statements from celebrities.
Okay.
Famous
I found
statements.
here the 50 most famous quotes of all time.
Okay.
Mm,
Well, look out for 2 or 3 that you truly like. That you would say these are great statements.
there's one of Walt Disney, and he said, "If you can dream it, you can do it."
That's nice.
Yeah.
That's very nice, actually. All right. Another one, Mitch, that you like, famous or strong statements.
Hey. Mm, from politicians?
From whoever, politicians, artists, scientists, philosophers, sportsmen.
For example, Neil Armstrong. Let's say that's one small step for a man, a giant leap for the mankind.
Yes. A small step for the man,
For a man,
for a man,
and a giant leap for mankind.
giant leap for mankind. Yeah. That is true. Un pequeño paso para el hombre, un gran salto para la humanidad, right? That's a very famous statement.
Yes.
Very nice. Well, we are learning about statements. And now there is an exercise about the extra word in each line. These are very funny and usually not so simple, but let's see if we can make it here easily. Simply the extra word in each line. Give me a second. I need to open the door for a chess student. Give me just a second, really quick, please.
Just
Okay.
sure, don't worry.
And so we were doing, thank you, Mickey.
Mhm.
So let's do this one here. Someone told me a few months ago that getting a mortgage would be easy. Told to me, well, which is the wrong word here. Someone told to me. Told to me is wrong, right? What is the correct phrase? Someone told,
Told me.
someone told me exactly. Yes, let me send a message. Okay, I'm sorry. Studying. Okay. Number 2, Mickey.
Yes. Uh, Ground they were. When first went into the bank, I asked if I asked if
If it's incorrect, yes. I
yes.
asked them.
I couldn't read that. Wait a minute.
Yeah, it's weird, right?
How much I could. Borrow.
Okay. Oops. All right, let's do the next sentence.
Yes, sure.
They refuse.
They refused that. They refused to answer.
Yes, so that is incorrect.
They refused to answer even such a simple question, saying that I had to.
Very good. The next one, Mitch.
Sure. Eh, actually find a house before they could tell me whether they will have lend me. Could tell me. Will have. They will have.
They would have, yes. So what is the correct way to say it? I had to actually find a house before they could tell me whether they would lend me the money or not. Yes?
Mhm.
I thought this was ridiculous. And so,
Uh,
number
I thought
five,
this was ridiculous and so told it a white lie. Seeing that, I thought this was ridiculous. And
and so
it thought it.
told
Told it? It's so
it,
incorrect.
it is incorrect. And so told a white lie, saying that what, Mitch? I had been already found a house. That's bad.
I have been. I have maybe been.
Been is incorrect. Perfect. I had already found a house. They finally said they would lend me the money, so that was great. Then what, Mickey, please?
Then finally said them. They finally said could they would lend me the money. They?
No, but we already solved number six, right?
Oh yeah, yeah. Sorry,
So it's number seven. That was great. Then the
that was
problem
right. Then
started.
the problems started. A few weeks later, a friend told me that about. Told me about.
Tell me about. So that is wrong.
Mhm.
Very good. Number eight, Mitch. A wonderful flat that was for sale.
Eh. A wonderful flat that was for sale. He suggested to or
He suggested it can be to buying, which is incorrect, or our buying, which is all right. Which he suggested you're buying, my buying, he's buying it.
oh
That's all right. Buying it together because it was so large, and I agreed. And then when I went back, Mickey, number nine, when I went back,
Yeah. When mm, when I went back to the bank and say so, I was planning to, and I went back to the bank. So
so is wrong, right? You shouldn't say so and said I was planning to buy a flat with a friend. The bank manager, Mitch,
mm, buy a flat with a friend. The bank manager denied doing that. He had ever said the bank. Mm, eh, doing.
doing, yeah, that's totally out of place. So let's read it. The bank manager denied that he had ever.
Uh, the bank manager denied that he had ever said the bank.
The bank manager denied that he had ever said the bank would give me a mortgage.
And claimed that he has had look at my finances and knew could give me mortgage.
He has had looked at my finances is wrong, right?
He
He,
has
he has had. Había mirado is wrong.
had.
He has looked, or he had looked, which is, I think he had looked, right?
He had looked is correct.
That he had looked, so has is wrong.
Mhm.
He had looked at my finances. I knew I wasn't earning enough to borrow money. I begged with him. I begged with him is wrong, right? Which is extra. I begged with him, Mitch.
Okay. I bet with him to have another look at wasn't really enough to borrow.
What is beg? Rogar,
Mm,
right?
yes.
Entonces, rogué con él
With,
o le
with,
rogué. With is wrong. Yes, exactly. So, can you read it, Mitch? I begged him.
bet him to have another look at my records as I knew he was wrong.
Okay, the next one, Mickey. Finally, he agreed.
Finally,
He agreed.
I can see. Oh no. Finally, he agreed me to consider my case. Me, it is incorrect.
Miss incorrect. He agreed to reconsider my case.
To reconsider
And
my case.
yes. Very good, Mickey. And eventually, Mitch sent me a letter.
And eventually sent me a letter which stated that the bank was quite happy to get me. State that
Would was is wrong, right? So which is
well,
extra? Would or was? Would is extra. That the bank was quite happy to give me a mortgage. By then, Mickey, the last one.
Mhm. By then, though, it was say too late as someone else had bought the flat.
Ouch. It was too late, right? Said is
It
extra.
was too late. Yeah.
Too late. So what happened here? What that happened here? What can you say about the getting a mortgage? It was too late. They took too long. Maybe too many tramits.
Yeah, I think that was the issue.
It was the issue, right?
Mhm.
Maybe the person was fixing a problem like this, getting the extra words, and they won the house. Somebody else won the house. Maybe they asked him
oh
to do
my.
this. Well, just a joke. So when are we meeting? I think you are busy tomorrow, right, Mickey? Or yeah, you
Yeah,
said you're
tomorrow I
busy
have
tomorrow.
the event. Yes. Um, and I don't know if we can. Well, mm, can we have the class on Saturday in the morning? I just need to check at what time. Probably I don't know if you can at 7:30, more or less. I need to confirm with your teacher because it's the how do you say for primera comunión?
First communion.
Yeah, it's the first communion of my cousin, and my mom is his.
Godmother.
Yeah.
That's very nice. Well, yeah, let's confirm. Let's confirm. All I have to do on Sunday is to teach a lesson from 10 to 1.
On
It's
Sunday
an
or
extra
on Saturday?
On Sunday. It's
Okay.
extraordinary. I normally don't do this, but this time I will cover for a friend. So if it's very early in the morning or late in the evening, which preferably early in the morning, like 7:30 to 8:30 would be great. Let me know, please, Mickey. Yes, of course.
Okay, teacher. Yeah. With this class, I think that we still having two pending classes or three. I don't remember. With the class that we are having today.
I don't know, Mickey, to be honest. You had class Monday, Tuesday,
Yeah, the three classes of this week, and I think that one extra class of the classes that we have pending.
So there will be, I don't know if it's two or three, really. I think you have the numbers fresher.
I think that three. So if we had because I remember that we had the one class for all the week, we will cover the classes that we had pending. But yeah, teacher, let me check it just to confirm you on Saturday in the morning, and so on Sunday you can in the morning, right?
I can in the morning, but very early, like 7:30 or 8 to 9, 8 to 9 or
Mhm.
7:30 to 8:30. All right.
Yeah, teacher. Okay. So
Okay.
I'm gonna confirm you, and thank you for your time.
Thank you very much. Okay. Enjoy. Mickey, Mitch, enjoy. Have a good afternoon. Take care.
You too,
And
teacher.